Jonathan, we're not doing that game now.
But so it's got to go out.
No. No. It's next week. Jonathan, I can't hold my coffee cup and the camera at the same time.
I guess you need me to film.
Yes. Thank you. Carrie Lomax from England. I am now eating or
Eating out of his.
well, Colombian Supreme, and Jonathan had some too.
It was very good.
It's enough to make one glorious pop.
Each little bag.
This is my second cup, and it is wonderful.
That's
Thank you again. Savior of the Universe. Another buck. This one is very nice. Now, we actually got this in trade. Somebody had put some upgrades to it. They also sealed the front of the playfield in some kind of a clear coat, and it looks very nice. We did not do that. But the game came out really nice. Plastics are perfect, and now they've been permanently, piece of something there, permanently saved with our Lexan washers, so they'll never break. But my Jason did some neat upgrades, and I wanted to point out to you, look, clear star washers, they're the star rollovers. They were red, and they have fast blinking color changes from Comet Pinball. The other lights are from Pinball Life and from, I just showed you, Lights Out Pinball. You know what? I'm still recovering. Color changers in here too, for good measure. We have a super bright LED lighting up the whole, and Jason was a little creative with his colors here. Jonathan just bumped into the flipper, so I think it came out very nice. Backglass Steven, who's right there now working on TUT, has touched up our back glass. It looks great. On the inside, of course, you can see the touch-up work, but we have no other options. But we find that when you light it with clear or frosted, it's much easier. And you'll notice he's put fast blinkers up here. These are also from Comet, and then color changer, fast changer here that lines up with the ray gun. Hey, look. Isn't that sharp? So it lines up pretty nice with the ray gun. And then, of course, he has a blue one here. Has a blue one to light up his chest plate there. Beautiful job. We've recharged the displays. We have this, see this video clip, to recharge all your displays with the charger you have at home, one of the battery packs. You fix your displays in seconds. It's really great. Brand new logic board, the 9-month board. Brand new power supply right here, okay, from Rotten Dog. Nice clean driver board. The original driver boards are really in great shape. You really don't have to buy a new one. These can easily be fixed. You know, System 1 only had 32, count them, 32 computer-controlled lamps. Everybody else had 64. So Williams had 64 in 1977. Valley had 64, but Gottleib only had 32. Then they had 4 sound transistors, while Williams had 6. So it was interesting. The System 1 just was not full of stuff. And we had a total of 9 coils, including the knocker coil. So there wasn't a whole big bunch of choices here, was there? So, but it still works out well. Actually, one of these over here is actually the knocker coil too. I just thought of that. I saved somebody, Jonathan. They didn't correct me after all. This has a really neat. Oh, by the way, they made 7,410 of these. A lot of them. It was very popular. It still is, actually. We sell it well. The cabinet. Look at the cabinet, Jonathan. Isn't that nice? Steven did a beautiful job. He repainted the black head. That was kind of banged up. It was beat up bad, it was. But he's taking care of that to very good aesthetics. I think so, don't you?
Yep.
And inside, right here, Pascal has made a wonderful soundboard that you can buy. Swing around here. This beautiful soundboard, volume pots right in it, to replace every single System 1 game by flipping these dip switches to different games and formats. There's the volume pot. There is your adjustments. We left the card showing the old game board, but the new one is so perfect. It really is nice. What a great board. $88.
Plus tax of freight.
You know, the old soundboards, there's a big chip in there you can't get anymore. And Joe from Coin Service was able to harvest some of those long chips. They're only used in, I think, 5 soundboards. And his supply has just run out. So Pascal's new board, not a moment too soon. That's where you order it from. Good board. What a great idea. And he's going to save a whole bunch of games. You can also put that board into Genie. Well, Genie it'll go in, but I meant to say Sinbad chime coil games, and you'll have electronic sounds. So that's a pretty great idea. Wonderful, wonderful upgrade. Now we've put new flipper, plungers and links, new end of stroke switches. See how we've put the nice long wires on them, and we have them covered with heat shrink to make sure everything is just mighty fine. And new cabinet switches. It's interesting, when we got the game in, a lot of little things were done. Actually, that 9-month board was already in it, and so was Pascal's board. But then all this other stuff wasn't. The flippers weren't rebuilt, so it wasn't really banging the ball to the top. Oh, here are those fast changer 44s under here. Really nice little bulb here. The color changers. Nice, isn't it? Isn't it nice, Jonathan? Oh, by the way, see your little transformer. Okay, listen. The first run of System 1's, Sinbad, Cleopatra, and maybe one more, don't have a fuse for that. And if you put the fuse in, you can save the transformer. I'm not sure what happens, but for some reason, there's some kind of a surge in the transformer. Without having a fuse in, the line there will start to smoke, and you'll need to buy that transformer.
Get out of my way!
Me?
Not you, this.
Oh, that idiot.
But
I thought he was talking to me. He usually is crude and mean to me. Now look down here. I'm going to show you something. This was a Gottleib update. Oops. See this? A 1 amp primary fuse. And you can add it to your game. So the 2 power wires that go to this, you simply cut one wire, solder, put a 1 amp slow blow in. And here's what's going to happen. You'll turn the game on 1,000 times, 2,000 times. Everything's fine. Now, one time you turn it on, that stupid thing will start to smoke. 2001. Yeah. So, maybe it's 5,000 times. I don't know. But all I can tell you is if you put that fuse in, about every 3 years, the fuse will blow. So, put a new fuse in, it's fine. So, you put that little update in your Sinbad, Cleopatra. No, Genie has it.
Oh.
It would be the games with the chime coils. Countdown. I don't think you have it. No, Countdown has a soundboard. There's only 13 System 1s. Maybe it's just those
Close
first
Encounters?
3.
Is that one?
No, that's a soundboard. That will already have it. Oh gosh, Jonathan, I can't remember. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, I remember all these pinball. I just can't think of
Sinbad.
the names.
Cleopatra.
Trying to think of old ones.
Anyway. Alright, let's start. That loads the program. Our 00 flashing. A lot of you are very familiar with this game. Now, this Varia target keeps track of how far you hit. You don't get any points, okay? It does advance a little, so watch. But you see, it goes up a little, but you see, I don't go up, my advance does not change. See, I can hit it all day long, but nothing's going to happen until I get all the way to the top. I'm up to 4. There's 5, and then the return to base has got a color changer in it, so it only comes on for a few moments. Then it's back to the base again. Okay? Pretty good, huh? Nice. Now, you finish that once, and this lights up. So every time I get these 2 targets down, I will go up. But they won't reset until I get them all down. Now I can get my bonus advance again. I do this again, and it adds this into the equation. Now, both of these will raise my 5 times bonus. When I go in here, I'll collect it, okay? 5 times, it'll score down here, and it'll still be there. Okay, look at that. Isn't that nice? And of course, there's my extra ball. It's all purple, beautiful, beautifully coordinated. Nice. Nice shooting in light. By the way, these transistors are tied in together. There's one transistor that runs both of these. So Gottleib used all 32 of those just right. A really nice collectible piece. What do you think, Jonathan? I think it is. Anyway, I want to show you some footage because here, 2 days ago, see, we're working on a Royal Rumble. See, things change here very quickly. 2 days ago, we were filming Whirlwind, another one that's already been delivered and happily in its new home, and another Ghostbusters Premium. So let's cut to that footage. Walt, come back and look. Oh, it's another Whirlwind. Another one.
Yeah, we just had one, yeah.
Just had one. Another one. One of our good customers is getting this baby. It is beautiful. We've done it's actually we did the exact same thing. We have a new plastic here. We have new wheels or new pads here. These are the roughed up edges. Somebody sells a clear decal. It's not supposed to be. This is supposed to have a rough edge. Over here, just circle around here and show these strips. We've added these strips. We get these from Comet Pinball. It really, really helps. It really brightens up this play field in this back area here. And he's got the yellow here too. As what would Frank say? For the colorblind viewers. See how everything is nice and neat. Drill the holes, we run it in. We run it right off the GI. Okay? Nice and neat. Oh, the buttons are lit with our Light-O-Matic buttons. The last video we show you where you can buy those. Very simple to buy the socket and put the wires in yourself. You don't have to pay $35 to get the thing done. You can do it yourself. You tie it right into the GI circuit. Nice, neat, beautiful. Beautiful. Isn't that nice?
Very nice.
Now that Buck Rogers, Stephen is going to be painting. So that'll be ready to go out Thursday, I think. Look what else is coming here. We've got a Mario Brothers. That's coming along beautifully. Sopranos. Look at Star Wars. Pac-Man Plus, a Tron. These are all coming. A Frogger right over here. Poor Matt, he's been waiting forever for it. Forever. Walt, come up here. Come up here, my man. Because Jonathan left me this note. This charming little note. I wanted to show you the note. Film it, check it, so I could wrap it up tomorrow. Thanks, the staff. But Jonathan wrote that.
I guess he's the staff.
It's a Ghostbusters Premium. Another one. Look at the date in the back. We just got this in. This is our last Ghostbusters Premium from the December 14th box. Boy, a lot of these went out, didn't they? What a great game this is. Beautiful piece. Well, that's it. So we'll cut back to tomorrow.
Todd?
What do you want? Can't you see I'm editing? Editing? I think Jonathan was filming. Look, you left me the stupid note just a minute ago. Can't you see I'm working? See, we picked up where we left off, didn't we? Oh. And look, my lovely wife.
No, I want this done. Don't look away. Don't look away.
I have to film.
I need help. The whole world's gonna know you walked away. Didn't help me.
That's right.
I need help.
I'll come
Thanks
back,
a lot.
sweetheart.
Thanks for your help.
My back is killing me. I was at the
Let's
Harrisburg Farm Show. I'm making a really great video on that, but boy, did we walk
And milk
and
cows.
we climbed on the tractors, and oh, my back is a disaster area.
Milk cows.
Milk cows, look. Stargate overhaul. Look. Star Wars. Wizard of Oz. Royal Rumble. Mario Brothers. Giant Off-Road Thunder. Wallace. Jonathan. Heavy Burnin'. Wallace, I want you to clear coat this monitor. Let's see if you can get that.
Yeah, did you erase all those marks off of it?
Do you know I actually had a customer who called us up. He said he had a Pac-Man. He said he could hear it playing, but the picture was very dim. But he could see the bays. And that's what he saw. The monitor was bad. The monitor was blown. And he thought he was seeing... Oh, do you think my wife will actually be able to buzz them out? Come back here. I'm going to show you a very... No. Yeah, well... Actually, you might be right. This may be the nicest King Tut on planet Earth. That's actually may be. The side art's beautiful. And what's really unique about this is Scotty did the touch-up on this. Didn't you, Scott?
That's some of it.
I thought you did it all.
Some of it.
Oh. Well,
It's a tag team.
You're making me a liar. Liar. Now, on this game, the person who done this before put a free play button on the side. He did, didn't he?
Yeah, it's on the box. It's on the box. Right there. Right there. Right.
There it is. And I can't get up now. Okay, look. Steve Young, the only person in the entire United States, has made the smaller scorecards, brand new, brushed aluminum, and they're beautiful. And they're beautifully made, beautifully fabricated. God bless us. God bless the man, because if we didn't make them, we'd have all these bent up ones. I've loaded the program. You thought I was going to get all in a row, didn't you, baby? Beer frame. I won the beer. I missed one. I missed a lot. Ugh. Piece of crap. Junk. Something's wrong with it. Oh, I get one last bowl. He just shut the... Why did you think the filming was through? Just because the thing played the game? Turn the camera. Don't the LEDs set this off nice? You're supposed to say yes.
Sure.
Yes, they do. Set this off beautifully. Oh, you didn't latch it. No. We have Frank's button board here, and he changed the sockets. Okay, so we've updated Go-Go to make it reliable. You had to see the inside, didn't you? I remember somebody called me on the phone, and I told him he had to get in the back where the batteries were, because he had gotten the game a long time ago, and the lithium battery died. I says, take the glass off and swing open the back door. And he said to me, I don't see any batteries. And I said, well, you have to swing open the door. He says, I don't see how. So, you know, I said, well, there's no way to get back here. He actually said that to me. And I said, well, there's only two ways to get in here. You can use a hatchet, or you can do the slides. Oh, I didn't see them there.
Or his shop while he's worth $1 million. It's very rare.
Oh, God. I had this precious call. A guy called up because he had to get his Atari football fixed. He says, oh, and it's kind of rusty, and I want to get this fixed. And I'll tell you something. The last thing I want to do is work on an Atari football with those rusty trackballs, hours of time, the overlays, the rust. Oh, I don't want to. So I said, I'm sorry, we don't work on them anymore. Oh, well, what then would you be interested in buying it? It's a 4-player. Now, 4-player is rare, but just the thought of working on an Atari football with that crappy black and white monitor in it, and oh my gosh. So I said, well, yeah, I guess non-working and kind of rusty. I said $500. You know what he said to me? Ha! $500? I've done my research and this is worth a fortune. So I said, you know what? You're right. I said, put it up on eBay as is, $10,000. Start the bidding at. I said, you make it $50,000, $60,000, $80,000 for that rusty, non-working Atari football. Ah, that sounds like a good idea. So, should we check eBay? I've done my research. Is that a pretty good imitation, Scotty?
Sure.
I wanted to show you something because we're going to take it out. If you've been listening carefully, you've heard Wallace's radio, but you also were hearing this lovely little fan. Look over here. Come over here. See this lovely little fan? Okay. That lovely little fan was put in the early machines, and it is blowing up on the transformer up here. Now, in theory, it's a great idea. However, they've discovered, in reality, it's a complete waste of time. It does no good, and all it does is bring crud, trash, and garbage into it. So that lovely fan is next going to be removed, and it's going to be going out in our recycling pile. No, I'm not going to try to sell it, because that thing has been in this thing for almost 40 years, actually. This is 1978. So that fan has done its duty, hasn't it? Now, I want to show you something. Williams did put it on grommets, so it's actually floating in there. Scott, when we do floating, we just hit that little light button right there. See, and then boom. See, look at that. See? See? It floats. Yes, the fan is confused. Actually, the flash is confused. That's okay. Now you can bring it up. Now you see, you got to understand, Scott, until he worked here, never picked up a camera before. He's used to the old cell phone. Let's film it this way instead of this way. You know, let's film everything straight. He's just not used to this, is he? Uh-oh, did he make a face? And speaking of faces, where is Kurt?
There he is.
No, there he isn't. I think he's under the covers. Now, to get the displays working, I'm going to show you my display cache. See right here? We have junked a lot of machine shuffles over the years, and these are all the good displays that we save as we need them. We've made a decision not to purchase any new glasses. So we're done purchasing the glass. And the reason is With the LEDs, it's foolish to even risk trying to fix the glass ones. So we're using these up, and as they go, we'll replace all the lighting eventually with LEDs. Good decision, right? Right, Scotty?
Yep.
I'm actually exhausted. Well, you did show this side art. I always, and then we'll be done. This is a short video. People say they like the shorter videos. The King Tut, isn't that beautiful? And this is the actual artwork that's been repainted by our skilled craftsmen. So the colors have been matched perfectly, actually. Perfectly. And I thought this was probably the nicest of the peg leg system. The King Tut peg legs. And actually, that's the nicest back glass of all. Oh, you know what? This has a neat game in it. It's called the pyramid game right here. See this? This is one of the games. It's called the pyramid game. And you try to get each block filled until you get to the top. So all shuffle alleys feature different games that are kind of neat. Oh, somebody just put a comment. Well, aren't you going to show us how to play the pyramid game? Yeah, come on, real quick. Let's play the pyramid game. All right. Let's play the pyramid. Now, just like a shuffle alley, the pyramid, you score 100 for a strike, 50 for a spare. Each strike builds the pyramid. When the P lights, the player gets extra shot. Extra shot gives 800 for a strike, 500 for a spare. Now we'll start. Now, do you see that red light? That red light is telling the player at the bar that there's still credits on there. So we can keep pushing it and they'll still be able to play. There's no credit window, unlike a pinball machine that shows you we have credits. Now we're going to play 2-player. So there's now 2. See, it says 2-player, frame 1. And did you hear that fun little sound? Yes, that's the sound that we rarely hear. Same soundboard in pinball machine with slightly different changes, but that sound I think is when you get either an extra ball or a special on older pins, maybe between 77, I guess, 78 and 79. Interesting that the shuffle alley used that a lot. Now, over here, we have 2 players, but we have to select the game. The sign here says press button to select game. Every shuffle alley in the world, even the old mechanicals, default on regulation. So before you shoot the first shot, you pick out a different game. Now that's the pyramid game we're going to be playing. But I wanted to show you the other 3. Now that's Flash. This is the second most popular game. And notice the top is scanning and the bottom. Okay, the bottom, so you can line up and time your shot to get the 2 red lights to get that's your maximum points. Now that is the second most popular game in the world. What is the third one? That is this one. Strike 90. Okay, strike 90, so if you get a strike, you get 90 points. You get a spare, you get 60. And if you miss it, you get just the point value. The 4th and 5th game on every shuffle alley in the world is different. It's special for that and unique for that particular game in almost every instance. There's a couple of crossover games. For instance, 800 is in a couple other games. See, it's only scanning on the bottom, and I don't know the rules for 800, and we're not worried about them this time. And then the last one, we're back to regulation. So there you are. So we're going to play pyramid. Now pyramid, remember, as we read earlier in the rules, you have to get a strike. The strike is remembered on you. So if you're player 1, you get a strike. When it switches to player 2, the pyramid will be empty, waiting. Here we go, Scotty. Ah! Now, there's no strike. And that's because it's now player 2. It would have been nice if they wrote the program where it would freeze for a second and flash for that imbecile, and then switch to the second player. The word imbecile just comes right out. Yep. It's natural, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Oh dear. Player 2 gets nothing, but you see the strike is now lit because player 1 has his first strike. Remember, I got to get 4 to light that special bonus. That's the eyeball out there in the corner. Oh, I got 2, so next turn I'm going to have 2. Now remember, it
3.
remembers. I'm going to have 2, right?
Yeah, but you only need 3 to get to the top.
We only need 3 to get the top limit. Okay, Scott. Scott is my champion pyramid player. You like it's a pretty good game, isn't it, Scott? Scott was testing it out to make sure it was pyramiding earlier.
Player 2's not doing too well.
Ah, at least I got the spare. Okay. Okay, here we go. See, I got my 2. Oh! I still have my 2 strikes. I don't lose them. Aha! And see, there's my 2 strikes for player 1. As I said, I wish it would wait just a moment and not switch over. I'm gonna have to. I may call Williams and scream. Maybe they can write new code for it. We can download the.
Put you on hold for a while.
Oh, Scott! I got Eric. This is the beer frame, the 5th frame. All right, Scott. This is important. I got it. Look, look. Now that was quite an event back in '78 to blink both. See how they're back and forth? Isn't that neat? That's the excitement. The bowl again frame, because now I qualify for 1 extra shot. And nary the poor fool who's player 2. Because this is my big one, Scott. Here, what do you think I'll get? Oh, Scott pointed this out too. Look. The 2 red lights turn on. So it's asking me to go up either of these blue lanes. Remember, if your puck goes up either of these lanes, you will get the strike. Here we go, Scotty. Oh.
That was horrible.
Oh, I can get the spare though. There we go. Ah. Look at the poor idiot that's player 2.
Imbecile.
That's me.
Horrible.
You know what the problem is? There's no sand on this. Ah! Yes! Scott, look.
Get another chance.
Come on. Ow! Scotty! Bowl again. I had to cheat a little bit, but
Player 2 wasn't doing too well.
no. But now, here's the big one, Scott. If I can get a strike on this, this is it.
Nothing.
Oh! Even worse! Okay. Now, I'll show you one last thing on the game. When we hit the 10th frame. Okay, 10th frame. The 10th frame light lights up. Now, see right here? It's going to keep track of everything. I'm going to cheat. Watch. I go up the strike lane. Here's the first, second, third. Ah! But of course, it's not going to show the strike because I'm now on the player 2. So watch. I'll do the same thing.
Now you're. Oh.
Yeah, 10th frame, you only get the 1 pass. That's it.
Because it's in pyramid.
That's 10th frame. It's in pyramid. Yeah, normally, we didn't think this through, did we, Scott? Yes. In regulation, the 10th frame would be here then.
Yes.
We didn't think that through, Scott. Now people are going to think we don't know what we're doing.
Mm-mm.
Well, you know, we rarely get King Tuts. I think the last King Tut was like 3 years ago.
1979?
I have one more King Tut, but it's high gloss black. It does not have side art. So maybe somebody will see this and want their own King Tut, but we can't reduplicate this side art.
This is the nicest King Tut in existence.
This one is actually. But we've only sold maybe 10 or 15, I don't know, 10 or 15. Anyway, Sopranos is our last game. We're going to show you the beautiful Sopranos and something special that's never been done before. So they're not done with it. So They'll be done with it in a second.
And here we have a Sopranos. Just finished, going out now. Scotty's filming, he's in a hurry, so we're gonna make this a shorty. Steve redid the artwork. Artwork's beautiful. Brand new T molding, courtesy of Johnny, wherever he is.
Johnny, see, we got a whistle.
Full tear down, rebuild from the ground up.
It was pretty filthy.
Yes, it was black. All these were black. Everything was black.
We actually thought it had black rubbers in it.
Yeah, because it was
They
bad.
weren't. Where are they, Johnny?
Two things that I added. One, I lit the chase truck from
Isn't
the
that
inside.
terrific?
And the second thing is, there is 7 LEDs in here. It's a strip of 7. What that was is, if you remember, there's usually a light that sits right here in the front of the boat
Right.
that flashes. I got rid of that and put that there. And as you can see,
And you know who makes it? Right there. Comet Pinball makes this wonderful addition. And there we go. There's the strip.
just had to plug it straight in, plugs into itself. Put some, I use super crazy glue, but the gel, not the liquid.
Isn't that beautiful? He did a wonderful job on that. Yeah, we'll do it. Good. And he got clear. He put clear here with the 5 different colors. He's color coordinated it everywhere. No, we'll finish it in a second. We put green here as he did.
Yep.
Doesn't it look great?
Safe was taken apart, so that way the switches, because those switches in the back are what actually actuate the safe. If they do not work, the safe won't work.
That's right. But Jason, it seems to be missing the most important. Should we let Jason put it on? Oh God, we're gonna get. You know what? The moment you apply that,
Thumbs down.
we're gonna get a thumbs down.
Should we put it over Tony Soprano's face?
I think so. But
Or should
maybe
we
you
make
should put it over Chris's face here,
Or above the boss?
or maybe we should cover the boss.
Oh, wait a minute, the underboss, right there. Nah, we'll go over here.
Yep. You know what? If you buy the game from me, you got to get the sticker.
And done.
It's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. It really is. Beautiful job on that. And this is going to be a nice upgrade for any of you. Of course, we serviced all the boards. I really don't have to show you, but I'll show you anyway. Frank is developing the battery board for the Sega system.
Here's another thumbs
He's
down.
playing with some ideas. Frank. Oh, and it's up to level 5. The display ROM, logic ROM are all updated to the latest code. So it's not as easy as the new ones. Guess
That's
what?
the elusive Kurt.
Ah, Kurt.
He is real.
Yeah, well, we've been Kurting all video, and now you finally saw him. We're thinking of going to Red Robin tonight. It's a weird difference. We went to Pizza Hut last night. Got some exciting news. We're supposed to get Batman in next week. Batman 66. Batmans are coming in. Boys, I have a stack of them coming. A dozen. All right, look. We are trying desperately. The Star Wars is waiting on this fluorescent tube. I'm putting the neon tube. You know, it's not real. You knew that, right? The neon goes in here and it lights up, you know. And what brought this to me is Derek on Facebook. Facebook friend sent me this picture. Lightsaber Night has been canceled.
Clunk.
Thanks a lot, Todd. Lightsaber Night canceled. Well, I'm going to uncancel it. You know how I'm going to do it? I'm going to make this work. Here, watch this. Nothing.
Lockdown.
Wait a minute. I got to get rid of this. All right. You ready to see lightsaber? That's right. I couldn't resist. Good night, folks.
We've made real progress here.
I'm not supposed to keep holding this. Good night.